called John Montez Roofing because we had 2 tin roofs on a historic home in South Norfolk, and anytime a big storm came through or a big rain, most of that rain ended up in our kitchen. And so we called them and heard they did really great work. Without question, we'd recommend them to anyone else. They really helped us on the price, and all in all, a great company everyone's going to want to work with.
We had developed a leak in the roof from a system that was on top of the roof that had been removed, and that prompted the search for a roofing company to put a new roof on the house. And after he went up on the roof, examined the roof, checked everything out, did the measurements. He came to the meeting when he came down to talk with us about replacing the roof. He was educated. He knew what he was talking about. He knew exactly what we needed and where any concerns would be. He also made a couple of suggestions we hadn't thought about. So yeah, as far as his price, it was a very good price. We were very pleased with the price.
Very competitive.
Yeah, that's why we went with him. He was upfront and honest the whole time. Nothing to hide. There was no hidden little charges for removal, hidden little charges for dumpsters, hidden little charges for anything. He told us what it was. So we thought it was a fair price.
And when he came out, we actually had a couple other roofing companies come out too. And I liked him because the one thing he said was, "I'm not a salesman, I'm a roofer." And that right there told me he knew what he was doing.
Communication was good. He's personable. He came and he brought samples. He answered all the questions that we had, because we did. We had quite a few questions. We were concerned that we knew that there was a soft spot up on the back side of the house, and he answered our questions about how he would approach that and fix that.
I was so impressed. In fact, our neighbors came down and were standing in the street. They saw them working, and they saw how they were cleaning up after themselves, and how all the guys worked together in unison. They went through the gardens and everything else, cleaning up after themselves. I was quite impressed with that.
Oh, certainly. I think we'd recommend him.
Definitely.
His guys, as you watch them do their job, those were guys that were happy being up on the roof, putting a new roof on. There were no arguments, there was no yelling, there was nothing. The guys were working in concert up there on the roof. They did a great job. John's people came out a couple of times, checked on everything, made sure everything was right, talked with us a couple of times during the process. They were in and out in one single day and didn't leave anything as much as a nail on the ground.
And I asked John, which was important to me, were the guys that worked for him subcontractors? And he said, nope, these guys have been with him for several years. And that, to me, made a difference, because they knew each other. They knew how to work together.
We highly recommend the company.